Joining us now is one of the key faces of the Congress party, its main spokesperson Pawan Khera, with us on this broadcast. You would have seen in that interaction with India today, Ghulam Nabi Azad, who spent 4 decades in the Congress party, really tearing apart the party for the manner in which the current generation, Sonia Gandhi, Rahul Gandhi, Priyanka Gandhi Vadra, are running the Congress party. He compares through personal experience the likes of Indira Gandhi, Sanjay Gandhi, even Rajiv Gandhi, and essentially makes the point, without saying so in specific words, that Rahul Gandhi is a massive disappointment in comparison with the manner in which his illustrious forefathers ran this party. What do you make of the fact that the ultimate insider has now turned into such a bitter outsider?
Rahul, if Mr. Azad had said all these things when he was in the Rajya Sabha, I would have reacted in a very different manner. After being denied a Rajya Sabha, and if you see the dates, you'll remember, I mean, you'll agree with me also, and your viewers will also agree with me. When he saw that his Rajya Sabha is not coming to him, suddenly everything went wrong in the party. All these issues that he is now raising, he could have, and he had access to everyone. He was one of the most important leaders of our party. He could have raised these issues. Who stopped him? So he didn't say things then when he could have, quote unquote, corrected if at all we were going wrong somewhere.
But he's basically saying that no one is listening to him. That he narrates in that interview I did how you could walk into Indira Gandhi's office sometimes 3 or 4 times in the day when he was a youth Congress leader and very junior in the hierarchy. And now if it's a Rahul Gandhi, senior leaders like him and others need to wait for many days to get a proper appointment. He says politics can't run through appointments.
With due respect to his abilities, every organization needs a fresh blood. We need to reinvent ourselves. We need fresh ideas. We need new strategies to counter our rivals who also, believe me, have changed a lot of communication strategy of politics in India. So if you come up with your own outdated ideas and you think that these ideas need to work and we need to accept all your ideas just because they're coming from you, I'm sorry, this privileged mindset that you're coming from is not acceptable to even the younger leadership like all of us. We won't accept your this mindset of yours that, boss, I know it all, I know everything.
No, but he's making the point that under Indira ji and Sanjay Gandhi, competent people used to get an opportunity in a more democratic process. Now it's a bunch of sycophants, incompetent people who are being made in charge just because they have the ear of the current leadership without necessarily without those decisions being determined by competence.
It's a very typical syndrome. If I am a part of an advisory group, then I'm an important leader of the party. The moment I'm out of that advisory group, that group consists of sycophants. There is a coterie, there is a kitchen cabinet. But if I'm a part of that, then it's not a kitchen cabinet, then it's a think tank. Now, this syndrome we all have to get out of. When you were young, perhaps you had ideas which were in tune with that era and people liked your ideas and implemented your ideas. When you are outdated, either you brush up your own skills or let others come and advise the party leadership or take decisions or help the leadership take decisions. What's wrong in that?
No, but the BJP seems to have managed this leadership transition from the Advani, Murli Manohar Joshi, Vajpayee ji era to the Modi, Amit Shah, Yogi era in a much better manner than the Congress. They haven't put anybody out to pasture or nobody's left in an acrimonious fashion. Yes, there is a Margdarshak Mandal, and yes, those leaders don't have the kind of importance that they did. But as far as optics are concerned, you know, take Advani ji, the Prime Minister goes there, the Home Minister goes, meets Advani ji, and there's a lot of respect which is visible. The Congress doesn't seem to respect its stalwarts in the same way.
I don't know why you've forgotten Yashwant Sinha, Arun Shourie, and your very dear friend Dr. Subramanian Swamy these days. I'm not even talking about Kirti Azad. I'm not even talking about leaders who left from our party like Arvinder Singh Lovely and come back to our party. Rajkumar Chauhan, Krishna Tirath. There's a long list of leaders from the BJP. I have also named some very tall leaders like Yashwant Sinha, former finance minister, for God's sake. Where is he? Ask him what he feels about the BJP's transition. Anyway, I'm not commenting on the BJP's transition because it's a 1.5-man party. So I'm not talking about them. In our party, of course, we have a plenty of very capable leaders in every state. And there is at times the problem of plenty also. But we have to take everyone along. You can't have just one Mr. Azad handling everything for you. He has been given every single state in this country as in charge. What did he not get, Rahul? I ask you. So now that there are others who are maybe more capable, maybe with better and fresher ideas, maybe with a better outlook towards politics, of course they should be given a chance. Just because we are not your age, we are not as grey as you are, we were not born in the 30s or the 40s, doesn't mean we don't get a chance now. We want a chance.
He talks about his personal sacrifices, how when his father was on the deathbed suffering from last stage of cancer, he was in Orissa helping an incompetent, missing in action chief minister deal with the floods, and how, you know, people like you, he doesn't name you of course, but like the current leaders in the Congress seem to completely disrespect the kind of personal effort and sacrifice he's made.
Rahul, who hasn't sacrificed? I mean, the leadership against whom he is commenting, I think they have paid the heaviest price for serving this country. I mean, it doesn't look good to talk about these things. My father was on deathbed in 2019 and I was working in Delhi for the elections here as convener of the publicity committee. All of us do our sacrifices. You in your profession, I'm sure, must be sacrificing so much of your family time. But doesn't mean that we keep flaunting it. Ki boss, maine itna sacrifice kar diya, mujhe. You got everything from this party. You were an ordinary worker like all of us. But look where you reached. Became the chief minister of a state, became the health minister. You had the best portfolios. You had all the states as even in the organization when you were general secretary. What didn't you get? Just because you did not get a Raj Sabha.
But he says that he was speaking against the manner in which the Congress was run long before he was denied the Rajya Sabha renomination. He was part of the G23 letter. He says the Congress, he told me, has a very small digestive system. Inko kuch hazam nahi hoti. Like if the Prime Minister is speaking glowingly of the contribution of Ghulam Nabi Azad, he thinks as a man who's been 4 decades in your party, that's something all of you should appreciate rather than casting sinister motives against him.
Yeah, what do we do? We start clapping because the Prime Minister has praised Mr. Azad. Why is this I, me, myself syndrome so heavy here with such leaders? I don't understand this. Arey sahab, meri tareef nahi ki. Or the party has reached a particular point in its electoral track record also because of leaders like him. Why didn't he do the right things when he was there in the driver's seat or in the seat where he was guiding the driver? Why didn't he act in time? He was in charge of UP. What was the performance in UP in 2017? What happened? Tell me. So it's very easy to now say, अरे सब गलत कर रहे हैं ये लोग, नए लोग आ गए. आप पुराने जब थे तो आपने क्या कमाल कर दिया साहब? बताइए ना.
He also paints a very bleak prognosis for the Congress going forward in the next general elections. He's saying the Congress is giving the BJP a free run. They're not doing anything which is required to counter the BJP, and that the modern Congress is the BJP's best news.
Rahul Gandhi is fighting a particular battle. He is demanding a JPC. Has Mr. Azad uttered a word on Adani? I want to ask you. Number one. Number two, he is giving a prognosis on our party. आप तो बड़े महान organization के आदमी हैं, आपकी पार्टी की हालत क्या है? 75% of your top leaders have left and joined the Congress back. Ask him why. Why hasn't he been able to now manage his small party in a small state? He's unable to manage that. And then he's questioning leaders of our party who have to manage the entire country's different units of our party. Different leaders, different ambitions, different aspirations. आप बताएं ना क्या हालत हो रही है इनकी अपने स्टेट में, इस पार्टी में.
I leave it over there. You heard earlier from Ghulam Nabi Azad. You've heard now from Pawan Khera, one of the rising stars in the Congress party. He's come out all guns blazing against the old generation, saying that maybe people like him are the ones who are more in sync with the times. I don't want to take sides. We leave it to our viewers to decide who you thought had the more compelling argument.
Thank you.